say like console gaming mainly. Now, I know this has been covered possibly by other people, by other YouTubers, and it is really of something that is possibly a bit long in the tooth, but I'd like to give my own personal opinions on the whole, like the whole discussion. Now, unlike consoles, say like Xbox, Nintendo, Sony, there's no sort of monopoly on it. No one really has a monopoly on the PC market. Now, I know many of you may think, oh well, Valve has and Origin has got a bit of monopoly on it, and well, Microsoft make the systems in order to, the operating system in order to be able to play most PC games, even though Mac seems to be slowly turning that way, going back to its roots, and Linux in a way has got some impressive titles on, but it all really be dominated by Windows. Now, even though that is the case for many of us PC gamers, there is not really a monopoly on it, and it isn't really controlled by, hence Microsoft or any other operating systems manufacturers, developers. Now, now, unlike consoles where Xbox, PlayStation, Wii, and other sort of vendors like that, even down to mobile gaming, they all have to pay they all are capped at a certain level. Now, it's in order for the developers to get a little bit, the consoles to get a little bit, and it's also in order so there's not a huge crash like there was in the early 80s with the Atari and Commodore sort of line. And really, that all started with the Nintendo Entertainment System, where they basically capped the market and said, right, you pay a certain amount to us so you can develop games on it, which is not a bad practice in order to say for what you're basically paying for. So basically, you go down, you pay what, 300, £400 for a console. You can only get the games for that console by that vendor. So if you get consoles from Microsoft, so if you get an Xbox from Microsoft, you can only get Xbox games. And it was one of the reasons why the hyped in prices, why I essentially got rid of my Xbox One, because before I became PC game, before I set up this channel, I used to spend my nights and spend a couple of my days on the Xbox. Now, for all in all what it is, it's a quite impressive system, but it's just the heights up prices. I mean, you look at, I was in a game store yesterday, and you're talking about a 10 quid price hike. Now, for console gamers, basically they have to stomach that. But for PC gamers, nope. There's loads of different people where you can buy it off. There's a quite good places where you can get cheap games from reasonable prices for around 20 to £30. New releases, and there's other vendors like Valve, which are quite impressive on some of their games that they have on there. I mean, they have what 10,000 games on there now, and it's expanding more and more rapidly as time goes on. Origin as well, but Origin is a bit more pricey on that range. I mean, I haven't bought any games on Origin for quite some time. I mean, they peed me off with the fact of the cap on the serial codes, which really is a bit of a no-no compared to with PC gamers, because basically you buy a game digitally or not digitally, and you want to be able to install it as for however long you want, for as many times you want. And with PCs, they do crash from time to time. I mean, I went through an extent period where my PC was crashing every 4 months. I mean, I had to reinstall it every 4 months. I wasn't doing anything particularly wrong with the PC. It just didn't like what I was doing. Basically just didn't like whatever was being installed, and anyway, so that's basically what it is with PC gamers. You can, all right, the hardware's a bit more extent with it, but all in all, it's far cheaper long run. There's more and more choice of games. There's more and more choice of vendors. You can buy it digitally. You can buy it on CD. You can buy it on via a website, or you can buy it in store. The same is with consoles, but they have more the price caps, and you don't really save anything actually. In fact, sometimes it costs more to download than it does to actually bloody go into the store and buy it, which is a bit of it's a bit of a mystery why they've done that, but that's really the whole clinch of it. The more money, most of the money that console manufacturers make on the console is not fact selling the console, it's a fact of buying, it's a fact of selling the games. That's what they make more money on. It's the games, not the console. I mean, they probably make what 10% on what the console costs, but they make far more than that on what the games cost. Because the games basically don't cost Microsoft anything, they don't cost Sony anything. In fact, they're more or less the winner. They get a bit money from the developers. They get the royalties from actually selling the games, and then they get probably contract costs from the actual vendors who sell them, the retailers. PC games, no matter whether it's on disc, on download, or whatever, on floppy disks, however you seem to store the games, however you seem to buy the games, there's not that same cost. So that's the reason why games are more or less cheaper on PC than they are on consoles. Whoops. Yep, there's a speeding ticket. God damn you, speeding tickets. Yeah, that's not right. So yeah, so anyway, so that's my verdict on consoles, on the reason why I think PC game is better on the long run. Maybe a bit more expensive on the hardware, but more or less cheaper on the games front, on the software front as well. Okay, alright, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and keep an eye out for more videos like this and from plenty of others that I've done. And thank you for watching. Thank you. Bye for now. Bye.